Hey yo, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle 14. And I'm here doing another session of real life talk, y'all. So yes, listen. This is my first time actually really doing a real life talk with multiple things going on. Cause I usually do real life talk about one topic at a time. But I was like, listen, it's a couple things that happening. It's a lot of things happening at one time. So I just want to give a bunch of things and give you my feedback. And I was, like I told you, since I'm monetized now, I appreciate everyone who has been supporting me in my journey. I appreciate y'all don't know how much it means to me. And so I wanted to have a consistent thing besides my review that is like me. So my segments are real life talk. I watch other YouTubers that does their own little thing, like Forever De Niro does it, nothing to talk about. Um, like Ronnie the Voice does the mess. Bondi does a Blind and Blue show. Ashley does what it is. Forrest Wax does top of the blog. So let's talk about it. So my segment will be real life talk, and it's basically anything that I will talk about. If I see any movie that I want to talk, social media events, current events, education, celebrity gossips. That will be my real life talk. So I always title somewhere on my title session real life talk to it, so you know that's my personal segment. Okay, and I decided to talk about a few things. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing is Meek Mills. All right, y'all. So I don't know if y'all seen recently. Meek Mills posted a video recently of a bunch of kids. I think it was 7 or 8 of them was at his window in his car, and they were selling bottled water. And you know most bottled waters do not cost more than $1. It's $1 for bottled water, especially if you buy it from the streets. $1, and they had to make the money. So apparently, Meek Mills gave one of the kids, something like that, $20. Now, for $20 for one bottle of water, that's like, okay, you make your profit. You could go buy more. You can make a killing if you know what you're doing. If you buy cases, they sell each for $1, you can make your money back. Okay? So then they was looking at 20. It looked like they was looking at him. It's like he probably rich and celebrity. They know him. They was looking for more. But they said, no, you got to split that $20. Split that $20. So it's all like that. And mind you, he recorded this. So it's out on social media. Y'all can find it on social media. I just took Meek Mills and the $20 giving the kid. You can find it. Now, he posted that video and people went like ballistic. They would say, "Oh, he could have gave them more money. He's rich. He could have gave them more. What's going on?" It's like, what you doing? Slap in the face. Why you record this and you gonna give them only $20? All that. So you should have gave them each $20. You should have gave more than $20. And I was like, listen. I think my bigger issue with this is it's not the fact that he gave the $20, because at the end of the day that's his money. That's how he much money he give. Just because you rich or you not make as much as Meek Mills. Just because somebody make a lot of money doesn't mean you gotta tell them they gotta offer more. They could give more if they want to give more, but if they want to get $20, that's on them giving $20. What me counting their pockets? A lot of people on the social media in the world is counting his pockets and say, "Oh, he rich. He could get more because he's rich. He could get more." No, because some of you sitting right now won't even give a person next to you a freaking dollar, and you might have more than a person next to you because he's a rich celebrity. He could get more. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But at the same time, in my opinion, he could give the $20 and that's it. He says split it. They could be good enough for slipping that $20. It is what it is. Now my thing is that he recorded it. They'll record them giving them $20, and that can give a big thing, and then you showing it, and people have a different reaction than what you was responding. And then the fact that you recorded more, if you could have given him $20 to move about your business, that would be the end of it. I said, oh well, he gave him $20 and he left. That's it. But the fact that he gave him $20 is that, oh, split this and all that stuff, what's going on, when the handouts. Listen, that was a lot. So me personally, I don't care what Meek Mills is. If that's his money, that's how much he want to give. Now, if you feel like he should give more, it is what it is. Now, how would you like somebody to tell you, you make more than me. You better cover more money. No, you won't like that. I say, you excuse me? So no. I did the fact that he recorded it. You don't need to record every act you done. Especially with things like that. Because people are sensitive now. They will make a thing out of it. Make a big deal out of something that's not to be. You had to record that. You should have gave them kids $20 go about your day, and nobody really knew about it. So if you recorded it, that's the reaction you get. And now you're upset that people ain't really like what you did because you could have gave me more. I said no. And he go about how he gave and now he had to defend himself that he gave back. It's fine. That's fine. Like I said, I don't care. It's his money. I can't tell him what he needs to do with his money. But don't record something like that and then you go expecting people to be okay, yeah, he give me $20 and beat about it. But you know people gonna count your pockets. They say, oh well, you're a celebrity. Why you couldn't give them $40 each? Why you couldn't give them $20 each? Okay. What do you want me to do? So how do y'all feel about that? How do you feel about Meek Mills in that situation? Should he give more, or will you be like me? It is what it is. That's his money. I want nobody to tell me that, oh yeah, because since I'm a consigliere and I make good money every week, which I do make good money, then I have to give you something more because I deserve to give you more because I make more money. No, it doesn't work that way. I work hard for my money. It should work hard for you. If I want to give you something, be appreciative of me giving you something. That's that. And but in another case, these kids posting videos of stacks of money they making also like that. So how much are they pressed about that $20? One of the kids was stacking more money than I make it. Like all that 20s and ones are spreading it out like he's freaking it's done dollars. I said, what's going on with that? All right. So how much are he pressed? Okay, move on from that. So Cardi B. Okay, y'all. So this past Sunday, Cardi B posted on Twitter. Oh my gosh, y'all. Should I get this 88,000 bag? It's so tempting. Okay, she posted that. It's like a question. Now, she didn't mention that, oh, she bought the bag and it was $88,000. She asked, oh, y'all, I don't know. Should I get this 88,000 bag? It is very tempting. Now, she posted on Twitter and Twitter went ballistic. People were saying, oh my gosh, it's very insensitive of you. It's unkind of you. You don't think about other people's stuff. It's very selfish that you will flaunt your money and flaunt your wealth. And people in this during the pandemic, people was worried about getting stimulus check. People worried about what their next meal will be. People lose their jobs, and you're up here flaunting that you got $88,000. You go buy a purse. How's wrong with you? You need to donate for people. You need to do this to people. All that stuff. You up here flaunting. What you doing? You know how Cardi B is. She got upset. A lot of people was not feeling when she posted. And she said, oh my God, y'all getting on my thing, all that stuff. I was asking a little question, how all that stuff, y'all go in your feelings. So my pandemic, I do give. I do donate. I gave certain much money to a person through Cash App a couple of weeks ago, a month ago. I donate this. I donate that. If y'all feel like I don't give, y'all donate something. Let me match that. But the problem is that you know that Cardi didn't really have money. She came in new money. You can tell with people who came in with new money because they flaunt and they taunt it. People who come with money or people who know how to be humble won't have to flaunt in it all the time. I don't need to flaunt that I'm making good money. Whatever I buy, what I buy. Now, Cardi should have just bought the bag and just say, listen, I bought this bag and it's $88,000. I love myself and I splurge myself. I deserve it. Now, people will buy and do that. I said, okay, good, you bought your $88,000 bag. Go ahead. People might still feel about their way about it, but still, you already told you that people, you bought your bag and that's it. But the fact you acted, you was like, oh, this $88,000, it's tempting. Should I get this bag? And then you get upset that people didn't have the good response that you wanted. Now you all up in your feelings. Just about it. It's like that. And it's not just only her. A lot of celebrities flaunt their money. And yes, it's fortunate that we're in the pandemic. So it is like, okay. Granted. Some people is not working right now. So it's very insensitive for me to say, oh yes, I got a job, I got this, I'm happy. I said, I'll thank God every day that I appreciate that I got a job that I can be able to keep. I appreciate it every day. I don't take that for granted at all. And I do not rub it in nobody's face that someone may not work as much as me right now. Who's sitting at home waiting on unemployment and stuff. So you have to be mindful of that sometimes. and we is a pandemic. So I do understand some people's frustrations. But me personally, I would say, okay, that's her money. She want to buy $88,000 bag. She want to buy $88,000 bag. But I do understand the fact that she wanted to post that up and flaunt it like, oh, my God, it's so tempting. Asking people a question that you will get an honest response, whether it's not related to what you asked for or not. And that's what sometimes social media, you don't post everything. Just say whatever you have to say. Just say, I bought my bag, and that's it. She ended up still buying the bag because she was upset. And then she showed receipts that she donate. I was like, Cardi B, you had to do all that, girl. You really didn't have to do all that. But I understand. But at the same time, sometimes you don't flaunt your money. Just let it be known. Move solid. We know you're making money. We know you have the money to buy you a freaking car right off the back like that. Or of a bag like that. Go to high-end stores and just purchase, swipe the car, and that's it. So we know that. So it's people could be insensitive, but right now when we in this freaking global pandemic, yeah, some things flaunting, but it's not just Cardi B. A lot of celebrities flaunt their money and wealth and status. And what can we do? That's them. That's their money. We support them. We give our money supporting them. So I understand. I understand how people could be upset that how she flaunted and how she made it us, and she got upset that people responded the way they responded. But at the same time, that's her money, and she could do what she want. I can't count her money. I can't tell her what she can't get and what she not. So maybe next time she won't repost it, or next time she won't ask somebody a question. She just said, "Oh, hey, that's it." Or maybe don't say anything. Some people will go silent. You don't see a lot of rich people who knows they got good money don't even announce they getting things. They can just buy and that's it. So that was that. Okay, Ashanti and Keyshia Cole versus battle. Now y'all know today, Saturday, December 12th, they were supposed to have a versus battle. Everybody's waiting. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. Now me personally, I haven't really seen a lot of verses. There's a lot of verses that I missed that I want to catch up on. Because the only since the versus culture happened, only saw two versus battle. One was the Jill Scott and Erica Badu. I definitely saw that one. And also the Brandi and Monica. Now I had to catch up on seeing that reggae with the Elephant Man and somebody else. I think it was Beanie Man. Somebody. I gotta see that. People say that was really good. They had people bumping. I know when I was on social media, everybody was saying, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, I was in a club with this versus battle. I need to see that one. Definitely, I need to see that one. But Ashanti and Keyshia Cole were supposed to come out and do a versus. Now apparently the versus got postponed. Not postponed. What the hell I'm saying? It got postponed because Ashanti caught the virus. She caught it. And I think she caught it little like an hour something like, or she knew it like before and everything, and she mentioned it so close to the versus battle that she told them that she had got it. And she said, "I'm sorry y'all, it just came out, I got tested positive. We can't do it. I'm so down to do it at my house. We working things out. But I'm sorry." But they said no, we're gonna postpone it to January 9th. I said, wow, a whole month later, almost a whole like couple weeks later. We gotta wait that long. So they want her to recover, recuperate, get better as your health is important and everything. And then because the reason why they postponed it, because they want to do it face to face. You know, the Brandi Monica was face to face. The Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight was face to face. And I think recently a lot of the versus battles became in the same room face to face. Because versus battles usually started online, Instagram, in their own households, because that's when the pandemic happened and people didn't want stuff to go and the artisan making money on that stuff. So they made money doing the versus battle online. But the only issue is that a lot of the people connection was off. Like I think it was the Nelly one or something like that. They had the air well down. And it was horrible. You couldn't really see anything. So it took hours and people was waiting and waiting and stuff like that. So I guess it became so popular, people started making money out of it. And I guess Apple started making a contract with the Versus. Because I know lately, a lot of the Versus is streamed through Apple. And after they finish, you can stream watch it through Apple. It's like that. I know some people post it on YouTube, so people who don't have Apple could go on the YouTube. They make their money that way as well. But a lot of Apple services have the contract with them, so a lot of the versus battle is like that. So if they can't make no money off of that, of doing it online, that's why they didn't do it online. They didn't. So that's why they didn't work the arrangement for Ashanti to do it in her house. So they were saying, let's wait, let her get better, and then when January 9th come here, we're gonna have a live sit down, and they go, that's how it is. So that's how it is. Cause I guess it got picked up, and the first it became popular, so they came contracted. And since somebody one half person caught it, then we need to postpone it, cause we gonna make that coins. We ain't doing it in the house. That's what they stopped that for the in the house and stuff. So January 9th will be the next versus battle for Ashanti, and well, the next date of the versus battle for Ashanti and Keyshia Cole. So mark your calendars if y'all want to watch it. It got postponed, y'all. So that's what happened. And people were making memes and comments and stuff like that. It was funny. Y'all gotta watch it and everything. It's funny. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, and it's kind of like a serious topic, is the Brandi B. Brandi B was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. If y'all never watched Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Brandi B was one of the couples on that show with Max and everything. And I think they was on there for 2 seasons. I don't know what season she was on. I forgot, but I think she was on season 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. How many seasons of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? I think season 2 or 3 or 3 or 4. She was in 2 seasons, and her husband was Max. You know, the one with the messed up teeth. And they had like a couple, I think 2 kids together. It's love. So she had posted an Instagram live. It was audio. You couldn't not see what happened, but you could hear everything. And it seems like he was yelling at her, verbal abuse. It was very verbal abuse. He was yelling at her, calling her bees. So there's this. I'm gonna hit you. You gonna be gone. I'm gonna finish you. So like that. And you could barely hear Brandi. She was speaking so loud. She said, "This is the last time y'all daddy, you're gonna see your mommy getting hit. This is the last time, and this is that." All that stuff. What hurt me with the baby was screaming, crying. And he didn't really care. He didn't care. I think the baby got hit. She got hurt. I think they said that the baby's lips was bleeding and stuff like that. And so like that. He was so enraged. He was cursing up the storm at her. Everything. She telling her son to call 911, 911. I was saying it was very devastated video to hear. I can't play it because I don't want no copyright strikes, but if I could find a link, which I think is still up, I could post it and say, go listen to it if y'all want to listen to it. But I'm just telling you now, it was very heartening to hear that what's going on. So it sounded like, I don't know, it sounded like the Bobby got hit because it was no visual, so you can't hear it, you couldn't see it, you could just only hear it. And it was basically him very clear, loudly said, "I'm gonna end you. This is that. All the craziness is all that stuff." So he posted afterwards. He said, "Y'all need to mind your business. All this craziness I do for mine. I take care of my kids. I all that stuff. You know, my daughter, my kids don't have to ask for nothing." I was like, nobody asked for all that. Nobody said none of that. People want to know what the hell was going on in that video. Now, people were saying that he might have access to her social media accounts and everything because right after all this stuff had said and done, she posted like, "Oh, y'all, no, he didn't hit me. I was hitting them. I was choking him." And it was more to the story. I appreciate everyone who be supporting everything. I appreciate things. I only went live to give space because I know he didn't want to argue on live. I paraphrase it. That's not exact words. But she mostly said that, no, he wasn't hitting me. I was hitting him. But I said I was choking him. And I said that it didn't sound like he was getting choked. It did not sound like he was getting choked because he was very clear. We could hear him. We could barely hear you. It sounded like he did something to you that you couldn't catch your breath. And kind of was scared. So I was like, no. I seemed like she making excuses. She covered up for him. And it seemed like a lot of abuse victims does that. Now, it seemed like abuse has been normalized in that household. The fact that she could just come up and say, "Oh, no, I ain't do that. He ain't do that to me. I did that to him." When you hit him first and all like that, that video should not be like, it didn't show any evidence that you was doing wrongdoing. I see a broken, scared woman. And I said the reason why I felt strongly about this because me as a child growing up, I watched my mom being beat and being abused by men, verbally, emotionally, physically. I watched that, and me as young, I couldn't do anything about that. And my mom and I are close, and now she got out of it. Good grace of God, she got out of it, and all the men that she was dealing with abusing her. So it's like I understands that, and I pegs me. Yes, domestic violence could go both ways. It go man and woman, woman and man and man, woman woman. But nobody should put their hands on each other. That's why I don't really don't care about physical violence when I watch it. I don't really care for it. But in that video on Brandi B case, I wish she get away. She got to do what she got to do. And then she posted another video that said she was okay. No, it's more to the story, y'all. I appreciate everyone the kind words and support and everything. It's more to the story. I done know everything. I'm good. She was showing her body. I'm good. I'm good. I got no marks. I'm good. I said it's not about the marks. If you ain't got no marks physically, you still got marks mentally, socially, verbally. You still hurt soul. And the fact that you've been with for 17 years and this has been going for 17 years, it seems like there has been abuse in your household for 17 years. Whether you on him and him on you, that's not a good look. And your kids are growing up watching this, it's not good at all. So at the end of the day, for one of y'all be 6 feet under, or somebody going to jail, or your kids get taken away from y'all need to get it together. Or Brandon, you need to have the strength to leave. I know it's some easier said than done because sometimes it's very hard to leave when you feel like you've spent so much long with this person. But think about your kids. Think about your kids. And I said that is a very sad thing to hear, to see everything. Like I said, it was no visual, but to hear that, it will visualize in your mind what is going on, and she can't barely talk, and she says, "The last time you're gonna hit me. This is the last time you're gonna see your mama getting hit. This is that." I would say yes, he's something else. And then he went on the rant like that. So I don't believe she wrote that. I believe that he wrote that because they said he got his counts, and then she posted, I think it was on the thing. She said, "I don't believe either." He says, it was me. I wrote that. That was definitely me. I wrote that. I had them. I said, girl, Brandi, no, it's not. No, I love you, girl. I don't know you personally, but I feel for you. And a lot of people say, "Oh my gosh." And then Hazel E. Time he said, "Call me," and everything. Everybody got upset at Hazel E. She said, "What you mean call you all this other shit like that? Why you going to the house?" And I said, at the end of the day, it's very dangerous to put yourself into a situation when you have a friend or who been in a domestic violence situation, because it could turn, tables could turn on you, and you could get yourself. And you know, Hazel, he just got a baby herself, so she can't put herself in harm's way too much. She could be there for her friend as much as she can. If Brandi is ready to leave, if she's not ready to leave, it's very hard to support a friend in that situation. And you just pray to God nothing happen. That's all can you do. You be there for them, talk to them, do the much if you want to call the cops and everything. But sometimes they can go against you. They can get mad at you for stepping into the situation. But sometimes you don't want nothing to happen to them before it's too late. It's very sticky. It's very sticky. It very is. So I'm sorry to end this video in a sorry note, but I just want to give y'all what I heard and how devastating it is. And I was meant to talk about this earlier, but I looped this in with the rest of the stuff. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about any of the topics I talk about today. If you talk about the Meek Mills, I talk about the Cardi B, I talk about the versus battle and the Brandi B situation. Any thoughts about any one of the topics, please put in the comment section. I'm happy to talk back and forth with people and get y'all viewpoints on this situations. Alright, talk to you later.